On September 13, 2013, at around 10 a.m. on Friday morning, a man was passing by a remote rural area near East Die Store Road in northern Platte County, where he discovered a woman's body stuffed inside a homemade wooden box near a dried-up creek. Inside the box were various sizes of men's and women's clothing. The woman inside the box is later identified as 35-year-old Tangela Fisher. Nearly a week after she was found, stuffed in a homemade box, a suspect is charged in the mysterious case. 51-year-old Martin Lee Williams has been charged with involuntary manslaughter and abandonment of a corpse in the death of Tangela Fisher. Later, 31-year-old Juan Naranjo, who helped Williams on stashing Fisher's body for 2 days before dumping it, is also charged. According to court documents, Williams was in his St. Joseph home with Fisher as he was preparing a syringe containing a controlled substance for the two of them. Fisher then injected the controlled substance into her arm and became unresponsive. Instead of calling 911, Williams allegedly constructed a box from part of a ping pong table and other scrap wood, put Fisher and some clothes inside, and dumped the box in rural northern Platte County near a dried-up creek. A week later, a man passing by found her. "41-year-old Amado Carrillo Fuentes, also known as the Lord of the Skies, was a Mexican drug lord who seized control of the Juarez cartel after assassinating his boss, Rafael Aguilar Guajardo. He was part of the Guadalajara cartel, who was tasked to oversee the cocaine shipments of his uncle. He was also responsible for the border operations from Pablo Acosta Villarreal, aka El Zorro de Ojinaga. Amado Carrillo Fuentes transported more cocaine to America than any other trafficker in the world during the 1980s and most of the 1990s. He transported multi-ton cocaine from Mexico direct to Manhattan during his lifetime. With an estimated fortune of $25 billion, he used 22 private jets and 727 airliners to transport the drugs. He had been hunted by law enforcement since he took over the cartel in April 1993. On July 3, 1997, Carrillo Fuentes underwent facial plastic surgery and liposuction of his abdomen at Santa Monica Hospital in Mexico. The surgery was designed to change his appearance in an effort to help him evade capture. He died several hours after the surgery. Doctors attributed his death to a lethal mixture of anesthetics and the sedative Dormicum, which led to heart failure. Mexican authorities believed that all of the doctors involved in Carrillo's surgery had gone into hiding. On November 7, 1997, 4 months after he died, the bodies of Jaime Godoy Singh, Ricardo Reyes Rincon, and Carlos Avila Melgam, physicians who performed the surgery on Fuentes, were found stuffed into oil drums, partially filled with cement, and abandoned along the main highway between Mexico City and Acapulco. Police said the bodies had been handcuffed and blindfolded. They had been strangled with cables, and at least one shot in the neck. The victims' fingernails had been pulled out and their chests and arms were covered with burns, apparent signs of torture. In these series of photos uploaded on bestgore.com, a newborn baby boy found inside an orange bag left on the side of a dirt road in Thailand. On February 17, 2016, a couple passing by found the bag and first thought that something valuable could be inside. Upon checking, they discovered an alive, healthy newborn boy discarded like trash by his mother. The couple directly called the police. The baby boy was sent to the hospital and recovered well. On January 30, 2017, at around 11:19 in the morning, residents of the quiet Massachusetts town of Hingham were shocked to find a dog in his crate abandoned on the side of a residential road. The 2-year-old Shih Tzu mix did not have any serious injuries. It was found in a cage with a blanket, leash, food, dog coat, and toys on the side of the road near 158 Downer Avenue. Police said the dog was there for less than an hour and has no microchip. Animal Rescue League of Boston said hypothermia in animals, particularly small dogs like this. They're not built for the outdoor temperatures, so just leaving them out in the cold temperature, with the wind and everything, is a cruel act. The cops are currently trying to track down the dog's owner in order to find out why he was abandoned. Even if they're not successful, the ARL is prepared to find him a new forever home where he'll be loved and appreciated. If you ever come across this doll, do not remove its blindfold, or else you could find it following you home. This creepy doll is apparently keeping Singaporean children awake at night after it was found resting against a tree by the side of the street. No one was nearby to claim the doll. Wearing a stained silk and lace dress, the doll looks as if it has been accidentally left outside for the night. But it has caused something of a stir online after pictures of it were posted on Reddit, along with a bizarre story about how it is supposedly possessed. According to the post, the doll was found blindfolded with a cloth with the word Bismillah, an Arabic phrase meaning "in the name of God," written on it. It became clear that this wasn't an item to be returned to the lost and found. The post includes claims that the doll has the ability to move on its own accord and can even be heard talking in a woman's voice. The post reads, "Original owner found that the only way to get rid of it and make sure it won't come back is to cover its eyesight.